So hi there folks, it's Handmade by Shirley, back with my second part of my Halcyon Haven Make a Scene card. Mostly it's dry, so I just want to cut off the bits that I don't want at the edges. I've got a couple of bits for insert and some stamps, and I have a bit of my glitter pen as well, which I'm going to add to some of the florals at the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off the bits that I don't want. I have cut off this bit up the top here, just because we don't need that, and because if we cut it off and cut it down to the same size as the card roughly, it will go into an envelope. So I've just kind of cut off, turned it round, and I've just cut off a bit more there, I think, because you can still see over the edge, and that's fine. I mean, you could leave a bit of this. I've cut off some of the bits because there's a bit coming over here, which will show you what I mean. So there was obviously these bits, so I've snipped, they're snippable, so I've snipped them off so that you can still see the boat, because you know, obviously want to see a bit of the boat. And I chopped off the stem part at the bottom, which would be like that. So I did put a little bit of glitter pen on the vellum, but it's kind of wrinkled up, so I'm not going to do any more on there. So I just want to cut this part off at the top here. So if I turn it round again, and I can actually take this back, which might be easier, and just go around with your snips, just cutting that off. Oh, I might need to do it a couple of times because of the layers. Mine's isn't actually completely dry, but if you're doing this, you can try and make it be completely dry. Mine isn't 100% dry. There. Hence I shouldn't be using these scissors, because these scissors are actually not for gluey things. So just swap my scissors around. It's just because they're really sharp that I was wanting to use them. But I've wiped that off now, and I'm going to just get my other scissors that I use for gluing and cutting tape and things. I call these my sticky scissors, and it's a good idea to have sticky scissors, well, scissors for gluey type projects and scissors for just cutting things up that are not gluey types, because then you won't get glue all over your project. So just turn this round again, and I'm just going to cut that away as well. That just kind of takes the excess off. And I think I was going to leave this bit, but I think I'll just chop that off as well. So just turn that round. So always kind of chop from the back, so you can just see the line of your card rather than chopping from the front. So there we go, and that looks less bulky and, you know, OTT. And the next thing I want to do, I'm just wiping up as I go along, and I just find that that's really helpful for me, and each person has their own way of doing it, but I just find it's helpful for me. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. If you don't want to do that, that's also fine. So, right, as I say, I have got my little, not the lighting is okay because it's now starting to get a bit darker here, but hopefully it's still light enough. So I've got my little glitter pen, and what I thought I would do is just go over some of the cherry blossom, just to give it a little bit of a sheen, like so. You could also use stickles, or you could use glitter with a little bit of glue, but this is so much easier. And you probably can't see it on this screen, but there is a sparkle there, and it's just nice to have a wee sparkle. I wouldn't advise putting it on the vellum. I have here, and it's gone a bit wrinkled, as you can see. So it was just, I thought I would make a bit of a shimmer over the water, but I don't think it's a good idea. So squeeze a wee bit out. That gives it a bit more. That comes out. I love a glitter pen. It's really nice. Isn't it funny that something so simple can give us so much joy? I think it's quite funny. And I might do a few bits down here on the bamboo. Nothing too much, just a few wee bits, and maybe a couple of wee bits on the bottom as well. And you probably can't see, maybe you can. Yeah, you can slightly there. So it just gives it a wee bit of sparkle. You could also put a little bit on the boat if you wanted as well, just along that kind of back line where it kind of creates a wee bit of a lighter shade. Maybe a wee bit on the boat at the back. There we go. Now, what I wanted to do, I said I was going to put a sentiment on the front, but I don't know if I am. What I'm going to do is definitely put an insert. So I've got a piece of the paper from Halcyon Haven and just a piece of white cardstock for the top. And I'm just going to pop this aside just now and concentrate on this one. So I've got a couple of just stamps. They're not from anywhere, they're just some stamps. And I've got a couple of sentiments. So this is for a birthday. So I've got happy birthday here, which I'm going to use. And I've also got, which I thought I might use on the front, but I might just not put anything on the front at all. So we've got our happy birthday here. I'll just pull that off. I'm hoping my block's big enough, or I'm going to have to search for another one. I think we might just manage it. So I've got some black mint ink here. I'm just going to use that onto the stamp. Just watch that bit. And then just bring your paper down. And you can just stamp on the middle. Well, that's where I'm going to stamp. But there's no rules. You can stamp wherever you like. I think I've just got a bit of... I think I might have to turn that over because I had a bit of a blob of something there. So I'm just going to do it in to the middle here. And I'm just going to hold it down for a few seconds until the ink goes into the paper. Hopefully it's not got a bleed, because sometimes some of these stamps give you a bit of a bleed. There we go. It's a bit sketchy, but that'll do. As a kind of sketchy font anyway, so that's fine. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to attach this with some glue onto this nice purple colour, and I'm not going to put the glue all the way down. I'm just going to attach it, if I can get the glue to come out, at the top half of the white card. I don't want to put it all the way down. I just think it's much more professional. And then just line it up. You should have a small border all the way round. And when you're happy that you've got it in the right place, then you can press it down and adhere it to the purple. I mean, you can use any colour card if you were actually using this particular type of, you know, this pack. But if you're not using that pack, you don't have to do that at all. So you then are going to pop that inside, which will need glue on the whole thing. So let's get rid of that. So I'm just using wet glue again. I do tend to use tape runners, but I've run out of them at the minute and I've got glue, so I'm trying to use my glue. I have used tape runners in the past because they're really quick and versatile, but I've got glue, as I say. You could put double-sided tape on it as well, whatever you want. So now we're just going to pop that inside. See, there should be a tiny border around as well of this one, like so. Just pop that down. Like that. That's it. And as I say, you could put a tiny little birthday. Maybe I will put one on. So I've got this other one that I thought was quite nice. Have a blooming marvellous day. So let's just pop that on. I've got a little bit of card here. Now I would want to mount it onto maybe the pink this time instead of the, just to give it a bit of a, I'm just trying to see which would look better. It would look better on the purple that we've already got here, just a small one here. So let's try it and see. And I'm conscious the light's fading a bit because it's 5 o'clock nearly here in Scotland, and the light is fading a bit. So we'll quickly do this and then see what it looks like. Because this is actually for a birthday, so it does need, I feel it needs something on it. So I'll just pop that onto the white card. Hold it down for a few seconds again, just so that it adheres into the paper. And then lift. Yep, that's good. And then I'm going to get my non-sticky scissors and I'm just going to cut around this. I'll try and get it straight, but no promises that I'll get it straight. Oh, it's even a bit squint there. So you could cut it nearer. So what you could do, you could back it onto there, just cutting it. Use your trimmer if you want, if you've got one, or just, as I say, use scissors to give the little border round. Now let's see if that's too big. It's going to cover the boat. Or if you're going to pop it there, it is quite big, so I might cut it down again. Remember, you could cut around it, actually around the letters, but I'm just trying to make it less. I think that's as far as I can go. I can't really go much further here, so let's try this and we'll cut this down even. So I'm just making a very small border round around the edge like that, a very tiny border. So just hold it over the bit of card, the coloured card, and then you can make a border like that. So you could have it on there, you could have it there. So let's pop it on, because as I say, this is actually going to be a birthday card and I'm actually going to send it to somebody. So let's just pop the white card onto the purple card with white glue, because we've got wiggle room on there. So just give it wiggle room. I've actually smudged that slightly, but never mind. There's a handmade card. So there we go, and then just give it a wee rub the back, and then you can decide if I'm going to put it on there. Let me see what it looks like first. Just give this a wee wipe. I like to keep my space clean. So yeah, it does look quite nice there, doesn't it? Or it does look quite nice there as well. Or I guess you could put it there. I don't know, what do you think? I think I might just pop it on here actually. Can't decide. I think I'll have to pop it here. It's just too, or I could pop it on the bottom, I suppose. Bottom here. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for that, because I don't really want to cover up the nice scene that I've made. So let's just pop that on. And there we go. Just put that on. Just hold that down for a few minutes, a few seconds even, minutes. And I've got some little gems. I can get to them. Oh, bear with. And here we go. I've got a few gems now. I'm just going to put the lid on this, because sure as fate I'll stick my hand in it or something. Now I've got a pokey tool as well, so I'll just quickly see if I can find something that we can stick on here just to bling it up a bit. Right, I've got a couple of these little rhinestones, so let's pop one down there just to cover that annoying, oh, if it'll stick. Annoying kind of, oh actually, I've just seen some pink ones, so I'm thinking I might use them. These are tiny. I've just seen some of them, so I think I'm going to use those. These are tiny, but I want to cover that mark I've made. And I'll put another one here, I think, and one more. Let's put a green one in the corner. There we go. So what do you think, folks? I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you might be inspired to do something similar. You don't have to have these products. You could just use the products you've got and create a scene. But if you wanted these products, they are from Tattered Lace. You can't get them through me because I'm not demonstrating them. I'm just bringing my crafts to you. So if you enjoyed this video, if you think anybody else would like it, please share it. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to get more subscribers, because I enjoy bringing crafts to people and my ideas. So thanks for coming on, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.